I love traveling. The Gary Chicago International Airport is right here at home. It's easily accessible. Once you have experienced the Gary Chicago International Airport, you will want to fly again out of Gary, Indiana. I would tell them, try it, you'll love it.
Welcome to Taking Off with the Gary Chicago Airport show. I'm your host, Pastor Marion Johnson. We have a very special, unique, and talented guest here today. We have the Honorable Mayor Karen Freeman-Wilson, and we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you, Pastor Johnson.
We feel like you're doing a marvelous job in your position as mayor, and I don't have nothing but good things to say about you. I remember our first interview.
Sure.
And since then, you picked up a lot of steam, a lot of power. So
well, we've been working, and we certainly appreciate the role that you played in getting that work done, but we've not let any grass grow under our feet.
Okay, Mayor, we once again want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule. A few things we want to talk about is just drawing a lot of community interest. And the first thing we want to talk about is the P3. Thing. I want you to just take your time and lay that out for us and tell us what's your mindset on that and why did you decide to go that way. And also we want to talk about John Clark and John Clark Aviation and how you met them and how everything evolved to the point where it is now.
Well, sure. Well, of course, P3 stands for Public-Private Partnership. And the thought is that there are things that government can do a lot quicker with the assistance and with the support and with the capital of private investors. It is very different, I think, from the privatization of an asset by selling it or leasing it, because in a public-private partnership, the partnership part means that both parties remain engaged in whatever venture they're involved in. So essentially what the airport board and the city have agreed to do is to look at whether a public-private partnership would be beneficial to the development of the airport. And there's been a group that has been appointed, actually a committee that has been appointed by the airport, by the city, and by local business leaders, or that contains those individuals. And this group will take in information that is assembled by John Clark, who is the consultant for the airport around the business development of the airport. They will take that information, review it, consider it, and within 60 days make a report back to the general board.
So what is your plan for the P3, and how do you plan to implement the P3, well, if recommended?
If it's recommended, the thought is that the private entity would come in and manage the airport. The board would remain intact and would govern, would set up the policies and continue to establish policy at the airport, but that the manager would be held accountable